Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Grind Survivors. It's finally out, so I figured I'd dive back in for another run. If you haven't seen it before, it is, very much 20 minutes to die, or 20 minutes till dawn, sorry, but with a little bit of death must die mixed into it. So 20 minutes till die, question mark. Anyway, I want to pick up for any of these. Let's go for juggle. Reload speed is one of my big issues on this one. Though honestly, if anything, I need some ammo, to actually make this gun work. Anyway. I did the first run, got a decent gun so I could actually showcase this a little bit better. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, I've played the last couple demos for this. Rather enjoyed the experience and I've been waiting for more. I like the 20 minutes till dawn format. I thought it was quite good. Do I want to do haste? I think I'm going to go for oversized. This thing does not hold a whole lot of bullets, and that might actually be kind of handy. But yeah, I like the 20 minutes till dawn format, but it does feel a little static after playing it for ages. And so having some games that are, very ostensibly based on it, but twisted in some fun ways. Let's go for smart. We want to get extra experience since we're trying to beat this run. Having a purple gun should be enough. So is this one? Piercing. Yo. That's quite good. But yeah, I'd like to actually beat a run because I'd like to get up through the difficulty levels. There's 4 playable characters, and I think a lot of them require you to get up to difficulty 4 before you can actually do them. After reload, gain attack speed for a second. Extra reload speed is really tempting. Sure. Because this gun already does crazy damage. What we want to do is give it sufficient attack speed, quantity of ammo, and like bouncing and stuff, just so it doesn't get overwhelmed. Right now it's feeling pretty good. Guess I'll go up in this direction. Yeah, I want to try out all the different characters and see what this has to offer. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they added much to the meta progression system, so if you saw me play this previously, let's go for the attack. Go for the attack speed. The purple experience chance might have been worth it though. But yeah, the last demo that I covered seems like it's going to be pretty representative of what this was, so if you played that and put some time into it, expect something vaguely in line. For me, I don't mind it. I've been... I honestly haven't been playing that many bullet heavens lately. There's this one, I did the Rogue Genesia update a couple days ago, but it kind of feels like the genre has stalled hard. And this does not surprise me. This is kind of what happens when whenever you get a gold rush genre. You get a bunch of people diving into whatever the thing is, being like, whoa, we're going to make our own version. And people like go bananas for it. And then after a certain point, it kind of dries up. There aren't as many like new releases. There's, clearly isn't as much. Each experience orb gets some extra attack speed. Or each experience orb has a chance to refill 1 ammo. Yeah, shooting range gives us some stuff. I actually don't need shooting range deeply. Let's go for the overboost, the attack speed bonus. Because we want this gun to get big shooty. It's one of my biggest limitations. Because the reload speed is actually quite good on it already. Let's grab the ash. Ooh. And this, I think, just makes me extremely zippy, which I don't mind. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not picking up all the experience, there are magnets that can drop, and so it doesn't really... It doesn't really seem terribly necessary for me to go out of my way to pick up stuff. Shield charges. That's pretty good. So now I just have a temporary extra health. I don't entirely remember what determines how it regens. Okay, gain a holy shield, absorbs damage. Okay. Now I have 2 of them. Okay, holy shield recovers in 30 seconds. I do like tight spraying, but let's go for divine channel just because. That extra temp health is going to be frankly huge. I missed that move speed bonus. That was really nice. Let's see. But it's kind of felt like the genre staled out. I'm still being sent offers for bullet heavens, but like 90% of them are either really, really boring. Like, sub-Vampire Survivors level of depth. Not to say Vampire Survivors doesn't have depth, it actually has quite a lot. But surface level, like from the original launch of it, it was pretty basic as far as bullet heavens go. You know, death must die. And, I mean, Rogue Genesi and whatnot have just added oodles of crazy things on top. And so as a result, those feel like much more interesting bullet heavens, kind of. And you go back and put some more time into Vampire Survivors, I'm pretty sure it went nuts while I wasn't looking, and I just need to actually put some time into it. Maybe it'll do it as a series for Wanderbots or something. Let's see, what was I going to say about any of this? But, so yeah, I'm still being offered some bullet heavens, but most of them seem like student projects or, you know, kind of Me Too games rather than like this actually is worth it. Go for that. So when my shield is up, I have boosted abilities. Grab those. It was not a magnet. That was something else. That might have been like freezy bullets. Hard to say. Yeah, I don't need the extra health because I ain't hurt. That and a lot of like really boring looking AI generated bullet heavens. I find that happens a lot with like Me Too genres. Same thing with roguelike deck builders. You get a lot of like kind of slop mixed in because, you know, hey, if I can even get a fraction of the sales and player base of Slay the Spire, I'm going to be set for life. Or at least a couple years or something like that, not realizing that like, oh god, that genre is extremely full. And most people don't care about it. It's actually really interesting how... I don't want to say like how much of a flip it is. Vampire Survivors was a game that really had no right being as popular as it was, or as good as it was. You know, I mean, it was extremely well made. The developer made slot machines and understood gambling extremely well, and like addictive behaviors and core gameplay loops. And having played Vampire Crawlers, I can safely say that like, oh, the next one's gonna be even nuttier. I really like Vampire Crawlers. I thought it was genius tier. And one that I'm seriously looking forward to putting more time into. But, I don't know. I mean, this happens with like every genre. Whenever there's like a new trend, you get like a gazillion other games trying to kind of capture the same level of popularity. Same thing with MMOs. It just feels more frustrating with bullet heavens and I think roguelike deck builders. Double experience chance? Yeah. It feels worse with those, or maybe just indie game trends in general, because a lot of the trend chasing is made by like single person slapping together a bunch of assets hoping for the best and not making a particularly compelling experience and just hoping people are willing to look past whatever flaws. And sometimes it works, you know, every once in a while you get a game that like ends up being banger good unintentionally. And in a lot of cases you end up with games that are not even worth mentioning. And so I think for me, I get really tired of that kind of churn. I don't necessarily hate that it happens so much as just the fact that like Steam as an uncurated platform makes it really difficult for me to find these things. Let's go off this direction. We might not actually get a magnet here. We also don't need it. We're wrecking things. And normally this guy's a bit of a concern. But yeah, I have 2 dashes. Oh, and they regen independently of each other. Oh, that is extremely effective. Well, this should be easy. Okay. Each picked up experience orb. No, let's grab the tight SMG. Or tight spring. Because now my fire rate is kind of nutty. Hopefully we get a magnet before the end of this run. If not, I'm going to feel kind of silly. Oh well. I'm only level 12, and I'm just completely murderizing things. It's what happens when you have a little bit of looter-shooter elements in. So the... Oh, here it is. The big meta progression for this game is that... Okay, More shield charges. Let's grab Nerd Rage since it's a good time. Hunger for knowledge, purple experience chance, movement speed. Let's go for Ricochet because that's going to be helpful. Haste. Really, that only got me up to level 15. I am actually kind of surprised by that. But hey. It's fine. Another Pierce. I don't know how Pierce and Bounce work exactly. I'm also noticing the Bounce, my bullets kind of just home in on an enemy. Which is a bit of a surprise. It's kind of fun to watch though. I always like when I have like a homing attack in a video game and you can see my projectiles like whizzing around like little bees to go hit an enemy. Honestly wish more games had that. I know homing shots are kind of, would I say cheatsy? Kind of. But I like them. Okay, 50 seconds. Now I'm trying to get as many of these as possible. You might notice that there's a very tiny little book at the bottom of my screen. Every time I clear one of these shrines, it goes up by 1, increasing my damage by 1%. It's not huge, but it's still a nice damage bonus. It means that the more of these shrines I can clear, the better. It means I might also want to go for like really hard movement speed. When I get the chance. Let's see, movement speed, reload speed, or bounce efficiency. Let's actually go for this one. I don't know if it really matters. Okay, now I gotta go quick. Nope. I got trapped. It's fine. Oh, now we've got the nice lightning perk. Okay, let's just mulch the boss. This is much easier than I thought it would be. There we go. Beat it. Yeah, play run with rare, weapon rarity, rare or higher. I don't think we have anything left. Yeah, it's just counting down to go pick up stuff. The runs get longer, so if you're wondering / worried about that, they take a lot longer later. Spend Ash, upgrade your stuff, get a shotgun, Dark Mastery, bullets can apply Curse, bunch of resources, bunch more resources. I like achievement-based reward systems where you complete the achievement, but then you also get like actual rewards for doing so. Okay, next level of durability, or not durability, difficulty. We can also forge, reforge things. The problem is we want to wait until we hit a higher difficulty level because none of this is going to matter. So pickup range, purple experience chance, and Ash's modifier. Tempting. Shield charge, speed, double experience, and pickup range. Reroll amount, Ash's modifier, and dash distance. Yeah, that one had speed. I guess here's the question, how much damage does some of these do? I don't know. I think this revolver is kind of my best. So let's just mulch the rest of these to make it legendary at the very least. Unfortunately, the rest of these are not helpful. I can technically mulch them all together. The reason why we don't want to do it as soon as we get to the next difficulty level, there's just like a higher tier of weapon that we're going to get. And so it's kind of meaningless to like reforge any of these. Like some of them are kind of nice and doesn't cost too much. Good enough. I can also reforge these if I really wanted to. I think I can't re-roll them. I think I can just change the stat. Or, like, increase the stat potential. Okay, so Ash's gain, purple experience chance. Yeah. I'll just go for that. Guess I had some more ashes. Anything else to do? No. I liked the previous talent system that they had, but I guess it was too breakable or something. Finisher. Oh, I see. I can't equip these yet. Okay, well, we're doing Burn Force level 2. Yeah, weapon drop rank. So what is the maximum tier? Looks like infinity mode. Drops. So 5 seems to be the maximum. So I'm not going to invest a whole lot of resources into weapons until we've reached difficulty 5. Unless I'm, you know, getting wrecked and have no choice. Okay, now this is a 20-minute run. I do actually like the idea of going for crit, but let's go for smart for the experience gain. Because chances are we can invest into crit later. Also, most enemies don't tend to stack up too close together. Bullets can apply curse, curse chance. Delay before curse is reduced by reload speed. Enemies with curse explode on death. Cursed enemies take more damage. The one question on this is, does curse stack? I don't know. Let's go for the Holy Shield, though. Because that one's genuinely extremely good. Especially if I can get the second tier perk that gives it gives me a bunch of extra stats as long as shield is up. Because then if I can get a couple of shield charges, oh boy. I can actually kind of sustain that pretty easily. Okay, Mighty Shot, Genius, double experience chance, pickup range. Yeah. So now, I believe every single experience drop is just worth twice as much. Which is nice. Yeah, I found myself becoming a little bit more, I don't want to say morose about, like, new games lately. Yeah, let's go for Bless. I want to get the one where the Holy Shield comes back faster, too. But I think Bless is more immediately valuable. Oh, new enemy type. Splody Boys. It's probably go for Oversize. Once again, this thing also has very limited clip capacity. And normally I just go for, like, hard reload and don't even think about it. But it's already pretty limited to begin with. Ooh. We're getting some good rarities here. I almost wonder if the higher difficulties give more good stuff. Warp. Bad place. Don't have to reload. Okay. Grab these. Alright, cool. Unfortunately, because I'm using a level 1 gun here, we're not that strong. Bullets can apply chill. Which is tempting, but let's go for the reload speed. Okay, now if I'm really lucky, this gives, yeah, this just default gives me an extra bounce. If only I could find more of these. I'll get some green T2 SMGs. I like those. Because, yeah, green is at least halfway decent. Alright, run around. But yeah, I've been a lot more selective about the games I've been covering. One, because I think YouTube is forcing me to do so. That some games that I might have otherwise covered, there's the attack speed. The extra bounce and bounce efficiency would be good too. There's a bunch of attack speed, that'll help. Assuming I don't just get completely bodied in the next 3 seconds. There are a lot of enemies. I'm so glad Dash actually has iframes. I don't remember if they originally did, but it feels bad when it doesn't. Okay, ability cooldown, which He's good. I just don't care about it deeply. Okay, I want to kill the big guy if I can. I don't know if he's going to drop a bunch of weapons. He does. Bounce efficiency, or more bounce and bounce efficiency. The hell dust. Too many enemies. It was a good time to get my shield back, though. Yeah, hell dust is how we buy the talents. Another mid-boss. Okay, does not have a whole lot of HP on it, though. The main problem is just getting through these. Yeah, so we might actually want to go for some of those AoEs. Well, it did kill a bunch of enemies for me. Tight spring. Okay, grab that. And then we're going to head up here. Oh, my shield. I would like to gain more shield if possible, but eh. Okay, don't need the health. I think that either adds homing or... Ooh, there's Pierce. That's big. Oh, a couple of really big upgrades here. It feels like the higher the tier I go, the more rare shrines we get, which is very helpful, actually. Each hit a bullet has... Oh, extra chance for more bounce? Sure. Okay, piercing and piercing damage modifier. Ow. Okay. Here we have a lot of shooty lads. I only have one dash when I'm... Let's see, I only have one dash when I have no shield. The reload speed if I can. Nope. Damn it. I do heal slowly. Is a perk. Okay. And I'm not expecting to win this run. Popping up a tier is usually kind of rough, and we've definitely bypassed a lot of meta progression by winning that one run on, what, the second try? Okay, gets the extra reload speed. Avoid that. Grab the ashes. Okay, Holy Shield regenerates in 30 seconds. That's extremely helpful. Kind of moot, because man gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to kill the big guy, but I don't think we're gonna pull it off. And 7 minutes into T2 ain't bad. Yeah, we just don't do enough damage. We don't have enough of that AoE. I was hoping Pierce would do the trick, but I think I kind of want to mainline for crit. Crit or curse. Either of those would be good. But hey, we got a bunch of stuff. A shame I'm going to lose my really cool weapon here, though, as the one downer. Because, yeah, now we have a bunch of T2 stuff, so just to highlight how much of a difference this is. Basic T1 revolver, T2 revolver, it's like 3 times as much damage. It's dumb. Yeah, like these SMGs do as much damage as this revolver. So, we're looking for greens. Dodge, actually dodge is really nice. Yeah, do I care for rerolls? I probably do, but I think I'm going to switch to the Infernal Dual SMGs. We haven't found any more runes. Go forge. I'm going to recycle the old revolver because sadly, it's actually really bad. Okay, infuse. Could actually go for the shotgun. Okay. So now I have blue dual SMGs. Then I could reforge this if I really want to. There we go. Good damage. Don't care deeply about some of those. There we go. And then skill tree. So I should probably get down here. Oh, increases stat by 5%? Oh, wow. So maxing this out is, I mean, it's extremely expensive. 10 hell dust per. That's a 50% crit chance right there. That's not balanced in the slightest, maybe. Hard to say. One way or another, this should go a lot smoother. Now that I have an actual appropriate weapon for the tier I'm on. It's hitting for 300. Okay. Reload speed. I think I'm actually going to go for, well, yeah, I think I'll go for haste. I wish there were more things that let me move faster, but alas, there don't seem to be a whole lot of upgrades for that. I guess it makes sense. If you were like too zippy, it would be uncontrollable and possibly not balanced. Okay, bullets can apply burn. Yeah, let's go for the incendiary bullets. Not that they're helpful yet. But the fire puddles from burning enemies dying are going to be extremely good. Probably. Anyway, we want to keep an eye out for those dodge shrines because, yeah, if I had like 50% dodge, that might be big. Might be. Okay, Holy Shield, Dark Mastery, Pierce. I'm going to go for the Holy Shield. It just seems prudent. Plus, once again, that T2 Holy Shields perk is extremely good. Don't really like going for ability. I'm sure, I mean, the ability is good. Okay, ASAP. Or bounce is tempting. But I think I'm going to go for ASAP just because we actually are really in desperate need of more reload speed. Kind of. It's not that bad. Okay, 3% damage. Not huge. Just walked into them. We also desperate. Ooh, no. Purple damage bonus. That's going to be bigger. Okay. Avoid. That bonus did not last long. Here we go. But I should be keeping an eye out for incendiary upgrades if possible. Oh. Want to pick those up, but it's not making it easy. That's only a 10% damage up. Only a 10% damage up. I don't know. I mean, I guess 10% is actually quite good. When you're hitting for 400 damage, there's a 40 damage bonus. Feels less good when it's like 5. Even if it's all just number inflation in the end. That's a lot of pickup. We got really lucky with our perks the last run. You know, it was a lot of like really high-end shrines. Oh. I wonder if it's actually secretly based on the rarity of your gun. The rarer your gun is, the rarer the perks you get. Either that or it's complete just random chance and sometimes I'm really lucky. Sometimes I'm not. Let's see, attack speed, bullets can chill. The chill is tempting. Well, let's go for the attack speed. Torch that guy down. Ow. There was an enemy hiding in that. Dumping. No, let's go for Divine Channel. It gets me my shield back, and now it comes back faster. If we're lucky, we can find another shield charge somewhere out here. If we're lucky. Ow. Don't you dare drop a gun off screen. I mean, it's fine. Like, we're cutting through them pretty quick. Definitely easier than the last run, I think. Oh, and there's some piercing. See, that's what we actually need to be able to do well here. There's a little bit of that group clearing. I'd like those fire upgrades. Let's see, the fire upgrade so I can have the fire puddles, but I don't think I've seen it go by. Oh. Yeah, lack of reload is killer. Oh, where am I taking all this damage from? I have no idea. Okay, chance to burn enemies in pickup range. I mean, grab the magnet. Even if I don't win this one. Burn has a crit chance and crit damage equal to crit chance and crit damage. Should be good. We're going for the reload speed. Reroll. I've got 3. Okay. 2 shield charges is helpful. Yeah, I like the idea of burn having crit. But I haven't invested in it, nor have I found many shrines for it. So it feels a little on the moot side. I don't have the healing either. Oop. Okay. Shotgun. Oh, interesting. The timer for... Let's see. The timer for the shields coming back are not based on when I lose them, but it's just a flat every 30 seconds. Interesting choice. Maybe? I don't know. We, like, lost the charge and then immediately... Okay, torched him. Perfect. I just have to get back to him. Let's go for tight spring. Grab that loot. Okay, so now we have a purple gun. We did have the blue, so like actually we weren't doing that bad. But even then, purple's gonna be huge. Okay. Nope. Big movement speed bonus, which I actually really appreciate. Only useful if I can actually use it, though. Damn it. Wait, I think we just got a shield back. That's funny. Dodge plus 20%. Puts us at 40. That's pretty good. There might be some fun perks based on having high dodge. Okay, here we go. Here's some goodies. Max ammo plus 1, not the most helpful. Okay, we have little explodey mites now. They're a little on the spooky side. Perk for lightning. Okay, I do not like the little explodey men. want to get back down for some of those things, but I'm going to grab this while I'm here. Thank you. 40% dodge chances, saving my bacon. Okay, next level up we get has to be the one. This one. Fiery Puddle on Death. I think that's huge, actually. No, I didn't pick it up. Okay, but yeah, now we have the AoE that we so desperately need. Okay, there we go. Oh boy. Damn it. Lost both of my shields. Okay, got the shotgun. Oh, now all I need is a magnet. Bullets can apply curse. Every 30 seconds gain 5%. I mean, 10% more damage is big. Because yeah, flat dodge gain is massive. Some of the biggest survivability I can ask for. Let's see. Bad time for me to be zoning out a little bit. I was doing math in my head. I was like, nope, can't do that. But yeah, if I was at 40%... if I was at 40% dodge and I'm up to 50, that's what? Like a 13% survivability gain, give or take. We also have a magnet over here. Okay, big upgrades. And yeah, definitely could use the magnet. Okay, Chilling Touch might actually be a really good idea at this point. There's some other ones that would be good, but let's go for the chill chance since a lot of enemies are starting to spook me. Nimble. Reload and attack speed. Yeah, some of the other ones would be nice too. Ooh, dodge increases your reload speed though. That's even better. Like, Nimble would have been nice. But that's just a big old bonus. Oh, it's this guy again. That's just a big old bonus to my reload speed, which is a huge bonus to my DPS, potentially. Okay, dumping, reload, yeah, ergonomic magazine. Okay, that's a 50% reload speed. Oh, that's huge. Thank you, dodge. I wonder what the upper limit on dodge even is. It's probably like 75%, 90 something. Oh, that did hit me. Guess I gotta watch out for those shockwaves. Okay, well, all things considered, there's more dodge down here. If I can reach it. Problem is, I'm getting a little overwhelmed. Hold up. Okay, grab that. I think the problem is just, once again, don't have enough damage. Yeah, because a lot of these guys are showing like 3,000 damage before they die. So it takes 10 shots for me to be able to kill them. That's tricky. Turret. For each shot, gain 5% attack speed. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now we actually want to increase my ammo. A bunch. Oop. Good dodge. Okay, more reload speed, more dodge. It's actually working out. We're completing a lot of achievements too, so I'm going to come out of this a very wealthy lad. I think we want to focus on Frost next, as far as my upgrades go. Because the one that makes them do percentile damage is probably going to be extremely helpful. There's so many of them. Cool. I don't know, at least the fire aura damage is effective still. Shooting range honestly is kind of pointless. What's rage going to do for me when I'm surrounded by everything every enemy? Ooh, some health. Another magnet too. Let's see. Do I want to go for... Split shot is actually really tempting, but I don't think we need it. If anything, I would think it would hurt me. Ricochet is a little tempting. Let's go for courage. Okay, there's the magnet. Basically have no reload speed anymore. Fourth chill stack enemies become frozen. I'd like that one, but really what we want is intense freeze. Because intense freeze might make it so that we just do 1% of a boss's health per shot. Want to get over to the right. Nice part is dodging causes enemies to get knocked back, which I did not realize, but that's extremely helpful. More reload speed. Yeah, even the regular enemies are showing up with 3,000, 4,000 HP. I think I'm just being outscaled. Thanks, dodge, for carrying my ass. Okay. Health big pickup range. Tempting. Free flow is actually quite good. Yeah, let's grab it. Because I only lose the bonus when I lose HP, not when I get hit. So it means I should be able to just sustain that for a while. No, it's not boss time. Well, it is boss time, just not final boss time. Weirdly enough, this might actually be easier. I get the feeling, oh, you know what? It's easier because when this guy dies, he probably splits into 2 parts. Is my guess. Never mind, nothing is easier. This sucks. Yep, he splits into 2 parts, but I dropped the initial one's loot. Oh, he's got to be extremely generous then. Okay, Hungry Bullets. Bullet restores its lifetime when it hits an enemy. Shield charges. Synergy rich. Ashes and purple. Okay, so synergies must be the get two specific perks and you can combine them together. Electrify is going to be crazy good. The only problem is I think the pool might become maybe a little riddled with too much junk. But is what it is. So which of these do I like? Shield charges, dash distance, double... Okay, this one's really good. Yeah. Okay, so I need to make a couple of purples. Gets kind of expensive, but I do have 20,000 of these. Okay, so this is the shotgun we're boosting. Okay, so it has ability reload as its final one. Not my favorite, not terrible. And we're just going to get rid of all the junk. I could maybe fuse them up, but none of it matters. Let's see. So I can also improve this thing. Which is actually pretty good. Go back to this. There we go. I'll take what I can get. There we go. That'll do. Okay, skill tree. I guess I'll just put points into that. Because yeah, the lowest tier perks are much easier to invest into. Okay, arsenal runes. We actually have a couple. So give me a shield charge. Don't have all... Ah, I can spend things to give myself extra slots. I just don't have any. Alright. So reach 10 projectiles. Let's see how shotgun handles this. We don't fire probably nearly as often, which might be an issue. No, actually, this won't be bad. Our range is bad, though. It's really bad. Let's go for Holy Shield. Okay. So, bless. Yeah, so now all of those extra range upgrades are going to be extremely helpful. Let's see. Other thing I should look into, codex, synergies. So, concentration and genius. Hungry bullets is rubber bullets and kinetic power. And translocation, we can't get anyway. But Hungry Bullets is going to be really helpful. Bullet restores his lifetime when it hits an enemy. So that's bounce and shooting range, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'll go for the reload speed anyway. Just because reloading is like the... I mean, I am extremely vulnerable while I'm reloading. There's no way around that. So the best I can do is make it so I'm reloading for as little time as possible. I do like this. Yeah, let's go for evasive. Okay, so the damage on this thing is actually pretty good. It definitely hoses. The fire puddles were good. I mean, I'd love to go down the crit route, but I think the crit perk, you know, crit kills explode, much as I'd like that. I don't think it's going to be as valuable as certain things. Bunch of Pierce. Okay, let's scoot down to the right. Okay, there's bounce. Yeah. Because if I can give this hungry bullets where the bullets will actually gain extra lifespan, that's going to be helpful. Because that way between pierce and bounce. Okay, good dodge. I guess I do have a decent amount of dodge, don't I? Nimble? Nimble. Because yeah, once again, having a gazillion dodge is huge. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any cool proc effects. Like when you dodge, you do this. But, whatever. Back to the right. Because yeah, there was a... I think there was a range upgrade? No, it was a damage upgrade. And a dodge upgrade. It's the dodge that we care about. Because even a 3% dodge bonus is really good. Alright. Just gonna kind of hang out here for a second. Okay, every 2 shots, summon a lightning bolt. Not as good on this one. Yeah, let's go for your dodge increases your reload. And that puts me at a 70% dodge, which is poor good. I'll have to see if I can get it above. Delete him. Let's see. Incendiary bullets were good. Okay, so this will not increase my attack speed, my dodge any further. So let's go for rush. Because I would like to get my attack speed up. There's a big dodge bonus, but I don't actually think it's going to help me. I'll go grab the gun. I believe there is a loot filter, so I can specifically say don't tell me about common. I think we actually want to turn that on. Is there no loot filter? Weird. Feels like a loot filter would be one of those like classic gotta have in a ARPG or ARPG inspired game. Really anything with large quantities of loot. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I'm still stuck at 70% dodge, right? Yeah. So there's no point in me going for dodge any further. Okay. Oh, it actually tells you if it's required for a synergy. Sick. I do actually want ergonomic magazine. But we'll leave it for now. That's a good dodge. An amazing crit bonus, but I'll take whatever I can get. I think the one complaint I'd levy on this game is it does feel like the leveling gets a little slow. Then again, there's a lot of perks for extending your leveling. Like doubling experience gain and whatnot. Grab the lightning buff. It's going to be helpful since we're about to fight Charger Boy. And I think that's a huge range boost. Which is actually quite nice. Okay, piercing, holy shield. We do want the holy shield. Restores in 30 seconds. Okay, shooting range plus 20%. Yeah, that's good stuff. Now all I need is just the perk tree. with Holy Shield. Or not perk tree for Holy Shield. Perk tree for shooting range. Because yeah, if I can get Hungry Bullets, it might actually make it so my shotgun shots will use their entire bounce. Seems pretty good. Okay. So I'm leveling, like, mostly fast enough. Mostly I'm just so used to, say, Rogue Genesia, you know, first level you gain, or, like, first map you gain, like, 30 levels in one go. And it's kind of silly. Okay, ability cooldown reduction. Yeah, I just don't think I'm going to be able to get that to be incredibly high. Let's see. Let's pick up radius. It's kind of fine. And yeah, we are hosing these guys down. Previously, I was like, I need AoEs, and now I'm just like, just cake down. Disregard. We're going to get overwhelmed, though. Shooting range, because I need kinetic power. Oh, it's the last one. Oh, well. It's still helpful. Let's see. Oh, we actually lost a shield. Doesn't happen often. I guess I was zoned out for a hot second. Ooh. Okay, some good perks. Go tack left and then go back south. Left and then south, mixing my directions hard. Okay, so that was a nice 10% attack speed bonus. Oh, charging through that did not pick it up. Frustrating. But also not hugely problematic. I want to just kill this guy? I think I might as well, while things are kind of quiet. Feels a bit wasteful on that speed bonus. Oh, that was interesting. He actually couldn't approach me. I was too close to the wall. I think I will. I'll grab this. And there's our magnet. Okay. Bounce efficiency is really tempting. But I think I'm going to go for ergonomic magazine. Let's see. Every second gain shooting range. It'll give me some crit. Go tight spring. Ooh, shield upgrade. I like those. There we go. But we were doing an incredibly good job of just hosing things down now. I'm kind of baffled by the fact that you get a magnet, you gain like maybe 3 levels. But again, I think this one is a little bit more restrained on how many levels it gives you. Let's see, I still haven't actually lost any health, so there's no point in picking that health pickup up. I almost kind of wish they wouldn't drop if I'm uninjured. Purple dodge bonus. Very helpful. Super good. Much appreciated. We're going to ignore it. Unless magically that lets me limit break and go above. Kind of almost wish stuff like the dodge shrines would stop showing up. Or any shrine would show up as soon as you hit the maximum. purely for convenience sake. Okay. Melt everything down. Oh, boss time. No, is it the same boss? Okay, it's the same guy. Yeah, after we get the range bonus that I'm looking for. Well, I guess I have no choice here. Otherwise, I could go for something like this. Divine Rush is nice. Well, let's go for Chilling Touch. Because enemies are going to start getting just a little mean. And being able to slow or freeze them is going to be handy. Yeah, because I think the last 10 minutes really does have quite the scaling from this. Okay. How are we doing? Is everything... I mean, I don't know. It feels like things are going much better than last time. I'd have to compare the two runs. My damage hasn't gone up by too much, but the sheer number of projectiles I'm hucking really has. And also the amount of shields I've got. Yeah, it's still that reload period. It leaves me kind of in trouble. Okay. Another big dodge boost, which is worthless to me. Almost makes me think I should not bother with going down the dodge tree in the future. Let's see. Not that, like, dodge is particularly bad, but I'm getting so many dodge shrines that I literally can't do anything with. Okay. Well, I mean, they're hosing down nice and easy. Currently. Okay, keep going for the damage. Yeah, because I'd like to get that synergy, but I don't need it desperately. I think most of my bullets are finding plenty of targets. On each hit, bullet has a chance for an extra bounce. Okay, that might switch things up a bit. Another magnet. Okay, kinetic power. Perfect. And we get hungry bullets. Bullet restores his lifetime when it hits an enemy. So they're just going to be really whizzing now. Alright, this feels good. I like where this is going. I think the one complaint that I'd maybe levy on this game is mostly the fact that I wish there were some, like, random cool powers mixed in. And that the meta progression, I think, is a little on the limited side. The fact that the difference between a T1 and a T2 weapon is just how much damage it does and nothing more is a little bit of a letdown. It's not a huge one, but it's one of those where it's like, I would love to see more interesting and unique abilities mixed in. You know, if like one gun by default has explosive rounds, or, you know, shattering shells or something like that. And then it's like, oh, do I want to give up this gun? Because right now it's mostly just like, what is the best 5 stats that I want to roll with for like maximum power level? Maybe we get more systems that we unlock later on. Like it could be one of those that it's actually being kind of stingy with the cool stuff. It wouldn't be the first time one of these games has done it, where it's like, actually no, the true depth is really, really far down into the game. You just have to work on it. Vampire Survivors is a good example of that. But, you know, having further systems to make my weapons just that much more interesting. small ammo bonus. Actually was pretty good for this. I was a little worried that rolling shotgun would be an issue for me. It's not. In fact, I'd even go so far to say rolling shotgun seems like it probably is a better idea than the SMG. Because at most the SMG can like double its bullet count. And you know, increases attack speed and whatnot. But compared to this, which already had pretty good stats, can't double its bullet count to my knowledge. But does it need it? No. Oh. Well, I guess it's just slime guy again. Yeah, because last time when we got to this point, I was like, oh good, it's a nice break. I've been kind of pressed this entire time. Now I'm just like, die. Because everything just schmelts. Okay, this got a little hairier. There's a lot of enemies. Part of it is they don't seem to really be respecting the fact that I've chilled them. Deeply unappreciated. Okay. 4-stack enemies become frozen. Bosses are immune. I mean, yeah. The main goal is to get that up to its final tier, so everything's taking percentile damage on top of everything else. Ooh, another magnet. That gets me some levels. Each shot gain attack speed resets after reload. Sure. That's not a huge bonus. Oh, well, this helps. This is a perk that really shines with the SMG. I'll give it that. Okay. Ooh, Frenzy. Frenzy is actually quite good. Because that reduces my ability cooldown by a second every time I reload. Purple crit. Not that I've been going for crit on this one. Alright. How are we looking? Honestly, groovy. Yeah, last time we got to this point, I was kind of stressed and like barely avoiding enemies. Here, I'm just kind of walking around, smelling the French fries that are coming out of the oven, and oh, I'm hungry. Today was a big recording day for me. I try to do these every once in a while where I just have a day where I sit down and record 5-6 videos if I can. Because unless I'm like doubling up for something like Slay the Spire, I only have to release 2 videos a day, one here, one on Wanderbots. And like that can be a fair bit of work depending on what my workload looks like. But if I have like those 1 or 2 really good work days, boy, I don't have to do anything for the rest of the week, which usually translates into more recording because I'm an addict. I like my job. I like working, and I like having massive backlogs of videos that I can pull from if need be. Especially because the end of this week is the Steam Spring Sale, which is huge for me, purely from the perspective of like, have to actually finish charging it up. I don't know, like, I like the sale events, one, because, you know, there's a couple of games I've missed and I can pick them up for not full price. But 2, it's kind of a lull. Not a whole lot of games come out during that period, and that used to stress me out because it's like, oh god, what do I cover? And now I'm like, no, I have like hundreds of older games that I really like. There it is, Intense Freeze. I have hundreds of older games that I really, really like that I haven't covered recently. I'm thinking like, what's a good example of a game that I haven't played recently? Bounty of One. It's a good bullet heaven I haven't done a video on in quite a while, and I should, because it actually got a decent amount of updates, and I have been lazy about covering it for a multitude of reasons. Like, did burn out on bullet heavens for a while, apart from like the really, really, really good ones. And it was a really good one, just, I don't know. I think it's just the bounty hunter vibes didn't pull me in. Something like a paladin running around in hell is kind of fun. A bounty hunter fighting a bunch of random people, okay. Or no, you're like a you're not a bounty hunter. You're a move speed, reload speed, dash cooldown. Let's actually go for divine rush. Killed enemy ability cooldown reduced. Each killed enemy gain reload speed. Sure. Okay, so we barely have any... We don't have reload speed anymore. It's just borderline instant. Well, this is satisfying. This is why I play Bullet Heavens. Things get very silly. Defeat the Demon Lord. Oh, it's the spider boss again. I do feel like this has a lack of content that is a problem. Hopefully once you get up to like difficulty 5. Because the slime boss was new, which was appreciated. But boy, if it's the spider boss at the end of each and every one of these runs, ouch. It worked in 20 Minutes Till Die to some degree. Because 20 minutes, or not till die, 20 Minutes Till Dawn. Because it didn't, not that it didn't matter too much, but like, it was a new game, and there wasn't anything quite like it other than Vampire Survivors, and even then it was pretty different. Or at least felt different to me. Let's see. And so, in that one, the limited boss content wasn't so bad. I think because it was also a lot harder to win, unless you were like rolling specific builds that you knew were going to win. It was a lot tenser. This one is one of those where it's like very much a meta progression check. Is your gun good enough? Yes. Okay, then you win the run. Well, that's difficulty 2 out of technically 5 plus infinity question mark. Let's see, enemy movement speed reduced. Ooh, that's actually really good. Each enemy killed gained 0.05 damage, but resets after reload. Decrease holy shield recharge time by ½ seconds for each ability usage. Yeah, some of those are actually really good runes. Let's maybe open up some slots for it. And now we can go to the Burnt Forest. There's also Bastion. But okay. I don't know how to unlock it. I would have liked to try some of the other maps, but alas. But yeah, character. Yeah, Burnt Forest 4, Bastion 4, Grounds 4. So this has a decent chunk to it. I just wish I was able to bounce maybe between a couple of different biomes for the sake of variety. Let's see, I think the rest of this is fine. Alright, anyway, I guess with all this said, I might as well mention that Grind Survivors is available on Steam, so if you want to pick it up and play yourselves, follow the link in the description below. I think ultimately it's not as good as I was hoping it would be, and I know that's maybe a little dismissive, but it's one of those where, you know, we have this shotgun, here's this revolver. The only thing that really changes between them is the affixes at the bottom. And so it's like, okay, which do I like better? I also really like that shotgun. And if this is a T3, it's just base damage would be a little bit higher. T4, same thing, same thing, same thing. Unless there's more really interesting weapons that we can find later on with unique effects that maybe change the talent trees or have unique effects and abilities. Like what if there was one that does like a AoE explosion every time you dodge? All of a sudden I would want to keep that gun for as long as possible. But also, I don't care about keeping any guns for any length of time here, because ultimately, as soon as we get to the next tier, all of these guns are worthless to me. You know, whatever their unique AFXs might be kind of useful, but mainly it's just rushing to get like a blue or a purple gun from the next tier until you can comfortably clear that one. And that feels like a little, I don't want to say like a letdown, but it feels a little deflating. It makes the initial hours of this game feel a little meaningless to me. But is what it is. And it's not that big of a deal. And once we've, oh gosh, yeah, I have to beat Burn Forest 5 to unlock the next biome. Which is certainly interesting. Black Bell. Enemies are faster, have more HP, but drop more experience. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of stuff that I have yet to unlock that's probably going to make the game a lot more interesting as well. But for now, at least, I guess might as well say that if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.